Hi guys, welcome back to Mahfood's Quarantine Kitchen. So today we're going to be making our last and final casserole, and this is a casserole that I like to make for dinner. This is chicken and rice casserole. It's an old recipe I found in a Campbell's cookbook years and years ago that I've sort of adapted over time. This casserole has a Mediterranean flavor to it, and it's really yummy. So let's go over our ingredients and then we'll get to cooking. First, you need 6 boneless, skinless chicken breast halves, a cup and a half of long grain rice, 2 cups of chicken broth, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. You need 8 ounces of tomato sauce. This is a 15-ounce can, but we're just gonna use half of it. And then you're gonna need 2.25 ounces of sliced black olives. And we're gonna use some spices and some oil to dress up our chicken before we add it to the casserole. So let's wash our hands and off we go. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is season our chicken. So I have some olive oil here, and we're just gonna drizzle some olive oil right over the top. And then we're gonna sprinkle it with a little bit of black pepper. Then we're gonna add just a touch of cayenne pepper. Maybe a little bit more. We're also going to put on some Montreal chicken seasoning. A little bit of garlic salt. And finally, we're going to add some paprika. Now, if you've used paprika before, you know that it doesn't really have that much flavor, but it gives the chicken a nice, beautiful color. So we're going to go ahead and put some of that on there too. Okay. I'm going to put my rubber gloves on so we can mix that all up. Now, if you don't have rubber gloves at home, don't worry. You can just mix it with your hands and then wash your hands afterwards, as long as your hands are clean when you start. Just really get in there and rub the seasoning and the oil all over those chicken breast halves. Make sure they're nice and coated with seasoning on both sides. If not, just keep rubbing. Okay, that looks good. We're gonna go ahead and set that aside for a little while we prepare the rest of the casserole. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands since I was touching all that raw chicken. Now the next thing we're going to do is preheat our oven. We're going to go ahead and turn it on to 375 degrees. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and coat our 9 by 13 inch pan with nonstick cooking spray. Just like that, a nice light coating like always. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add our rice to the 9 by 13 inch pan. Add your chicken broth. And then we're gonna add 8 ounces of tomato sauce, which is about half of this can. looks about right. We're also gonna add 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now, if you don't like your food to be very lemony, you probably should only add 1 tablespoon. But my family likes this dish to be nice and lemony. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and open and drain our olives so we can add those to the casserole. Okay, we're gonna use the lid just to strain all that juice right out of there. All right. Didn't get the olives open. Now that they're open, we're gonna add them to the casserole. There we go. And the last thing we need to add in there are some dried parsley flakes. Now this isn't absolutely necessary, it just gives it a nice finished look when it's all done. So if you like them, you can add them. If you don't, you can leave it out, that's fine. And then we're gonna top it off with some salt and pepper. Now, if you're feeling kind of nervous because I'm just sort of shaking things on here, don't worry. I'll put the entire recipe with full ingredient amounts in the info box below. Okay, now we're gonna give that a quick stir. Until it's all incorporated, just like that, all mixed together. Okay, there we have it. Now I'm gonna bring my chicken over and we're gonna add those chicken breasts right on top. Some of these chicken breasts are super big. You might have to move them over and make room so you can put them all in there, but they will all fit. Just keep rearranging them until you get them all in the pan so that they're not overlapping each other. It's okay if the chicken is covered with the juice. It will cook down as it's in the oven. So the next thing we have to do is cover this with a piece of aluminum foil. Okay, we're gonna pop that in the oven and let it bake at 375 for about 45 minutes. After the 45 minutes is up, you want to remove the foil and leave it in for about 15 more minutes. So I'll see you in 45 minutes. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and take the foil off of the casserole. Once you have the foil off, you're gonna go ahead and bake for about 15 more minutes. And what you're looking for is for all the liquids to be soaked up or evaporated, and the chicken to be cooked all the way through and not pink in the middle. So we'll come back in 15 minutes and check the casserole to see if it's done. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes and we're gonna go ahead and check the casserole to see if it's done. All right, all the liquid has cooked out. The chicken is nice and done. So that means it's time to eat. Now, this was our last casserole. And now it's time for you to search your pantry and see what kind of ingredients you have to make a casserole yourself. So have a look around, see what you have, and put together a casserole. I can't wait to see your videos of the casseroles that you make at home. Thanks for watching.